Hurricane season is approaching, but the rainy season is just about here.
And for tens of thousands of us, that means it's time to worry about flooding.
News Channel 5's Alex Hagan warns not to take comfort if your home is not in a flood zone.
Well, local scientists say no one should trust the government's flood zone maps. They say FEMA greatly underestimates the risk. And actually, FEMA does not exactly disagree. Tall Pines and Ontario in the town of Haverhill is quite the unique situation.
Where I live, I'm considered to be in a flood zone.
Roxana Morales is in a FEMA flood zone updated just last year. Just down the road, Cora Warren is out of the zone.
East side there, the driveway has that slope.
When it comes to flood insurance, Roxana is glad to have it.
I would, yes. Me personally, yes. Because from what I'm seeing, what happened last year.
No.
Cora does not see it as a necessity with her elevation.
That's why I don't have a flood issue.
She does not want it. But should everyone living near water in our viewing area look into flood insurance regardless? A new study claims more than 40 million Americans are at risk of a once-in-a-lifetime flooding event, more than double what FEMA estimates. With South Florida a hotspot, Dr. Len Berry in Boca Raton with Coastal Risk Consulting has done similar research.
FEMA is looking backwards at what the history has been, and we are looking forward at what the present is and what the future is.
And FEMA admits this. Look at this statement, saying these maps are intended to inform flood insurance requirements and regulate development standards in high-risk areas. They are not intended to show absolute lines where flooding will and will not occur. Who can forget last year's once-in-a-lifetime flood thanks to Hurricane Harvey, a devastating event? At Palm Beach County's Emergency Operations Center, they worry that kind of storm will happen here.
We saw in the Delray area get 22 inches of rain within 8 hours.
Bill Johnson says there's a takeaway here.
Prone to those kinds of storms throughout the area, and it doesn't matter if you're in a flood zone or not, you could be exposed to flooding.
Realtor Doug Real told me flood insurance is relatively inexpensive if you're in a low-risk area.
We are not high above sea level here, the whole county, so most of it is something that you really need to pay attention to.
Back on Tall Pines, at least for Roxana, she's glad to be insured.
If you're able to afford it, yes.
As for the cost of flood insurance, if you live in a low to moderate risk area, those premiums could range from $150 to $450. Now, if you're in a high risk area, you're looking at possibly thousands of dollars. We, of course, have much more information on this on our website, WPTV.com. In Palm Beach County, Alex Hagan, WPTV, News Channel 5.